frame oriented structure. So previous classes whatever we have done is a continuous beam, and in this class we will be doing a frame structure. So this is a frame consists of 3 supports. So one is being fixed at the bottom, and you have the D support as fixed, and you have a roller support at B, and AB is supported as a cantilever. So you can see here this is a cantilever support. This is a typical frame. You have to analyze by using moment distribution method and draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. The steps and concept remains the same. First you have to take each and every span. So you have span A and B. This is like a cantilever. So you should assume it as a cantilever beam, and it is assumed here. And how to find the bending moment? Cantilever beam doesn't have any formula. So in the previous classes I have not given any formula. Why? Because the formula is very simple. Load into distance is the formula. So you have 20 kilonewton load and 1 meter of distance. So 20 into 1 will be 20 kilonewton per meter. And you can question here, sir, at each and every span we will be having AB and BA moment, but here MAB is not there. Why? Because you are not having any support at A. Note that MAB is 0. Why? Because you don't have any support at A. If you have support, then you will be having moment. If there is no support, nobody is there to take the moment. So that's why you cannot see AB here. You will be having BA. It has 20 kilonewton meter. Always you can have a cantilever beam. The formula is not given. It is very simple. If it is a point load, you can take load into distance. If it is a UDL, you can take load into distance by 2. You can solve for the rest of the spans. B to C is a uniformly distributed load. Your formula is minus WL square by 12 and plus WL square by 12. Span C to E doesn't have any load and it will be 0, and span C to D have a point load at its center, hence the formula is WL by 8. Is this frame a sway frame or non-sway frame? Non-sway. Why? What is the reason? See, all the joints is being connected. So you have joint B, C, E and D. All the joints are connected and it is being supported. So if a joint is supported, then there will be no sway on the structure. If the joints are not supported, then you will be having the sway. So this is a non-sway problem. So next step, go for distribution factor. In distribution factor, how many joints will be there? Joint B has 2 members. What are they? B to A, B to C. So joint B has to be taken as distribution factor, and the second joint will be joint C. Note here in this problem you will be having 3 number of members. So C is connected with CE, CB and CD. So you will be using 3 number of formula. And joint A and joint D doesn't have 2 members, hence you can omit that. See, at the joint B you have BA and BC. When the opposite end doesn't have any support, you can take it as relative stiffness as 0, and if the opposite support is partially hinged, so this is partially hinged, then what is the formula? I by L. And L is 3 meter here. And next is joint C. From C to B, the opposite end is hinged. Hence, it is 3 by 4 I by L. And if the opposite end is fixed, that is C to D, the opposite end is fixed, and C to E, the end is fixed. Hence it will be I by L, I by L. You have to sum this, add all the value, you will be getting 3I by 4. And 0 plus 1 by 3 will be 1 by 3. Now you can divide 0 divided by 1 by 3 will be 0. 1 by 3 by 1 by 3 will be 1. Likewise, you will be getting distribution factor for rest of the cases. It will be moment distribution method. And what are the steps here? First one is joint, and you have B, C and D. So at B joint you have 2 members, C joint you have 3 members, and at D. Why the E is not taken in the sense C and D doesn't have any load. So you can observe here C and D doesn't have any load. If you are considering joint E, you will be having E and C. How many joints are here? B, C, D and E. Joint A, it is not taken, it is not having any support in order to take load. So it is not a joint, it is free. Okay. Next is the members are written. The distribution factor value, what you got is 0, 1, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. Now what are the fixed end moment you got? That is B2A is 20, BCCB is minus 15 and plus 15, and C2E. What is C2E is you don't have any load here. The member C and E doesn't have any load, hence it is 0. And C to D and D to C will be minus 25 and plus 25. These are the initial loads. That is fixed end moment. Now you have to refine. At joint B, what is the total moment here? 20 minus 15 is plus 5. Plus 5 is the net moment, and how to balance? You have to apply minus 5. Then if you multiply minus 5 into 0, it will be 0. 5 into 1 will be minus 5. And then take the joint C. In joint C, you have 2 moments. 15, this is 0 is not taken, and 25. So you have within this 3, when you are adding, what is your total moment here at joint C? Plus 15 minus 25 is minus 10. So you have to apply plus 10, and plus 10 into 1 by 3 will be 3.33, isn't it? So you will be getting 3.33 at CB, CE and CD. All will be 3.3. Whenever you are balancing, you have to balance the joints. So what are the joints here? Joint B and joint C is here. And at joint D, you will be not having any distribution factor. Hence, there is no multiplication here. And after balancing, you have to carry over. BC will be carried to CB, that is 2.5. So the moment from B to C will be carried over to C to B. Half of 5 is 2.5. What is CB moment? CB moment is 3.33. So if you are carrying half the moment to BC, what is the support B? Support B is hinged. Does hinged support takes any moment? No, it is not going to take any moment. Hence, this CB and BC will not be going to be there. And next is CE. CE will be going to EC. So you have CD, half the moment will be going to DC, that is 1.665. After doing this, you will be having a moment of what? So at B joint, you are not having any moment. At C joint, you are having minus 2.500. So this has to be balanced. How will you balance this? Plus 2.5. So this is minus 2.5. You have to multiply into, make it as plus 2.5, and multiply by 1 by 3. So 2.5 into 1 by 3 will be 0.833. So you will be getting 3 answer as the same, 0.833 as the answer. Now balancing is over, you have to make the carry over. Half the moment is going to carry over. What is the half of 0.833? 0.4165. Now you can add all the moment. So you will be getting 20 here. Add all this, you will be getting minus 15, minus 5 will be minus 20. Now add this moment here. See, you don't have any moment at joint B and joint C, hence we are stopping the iteration. Why we are stopping at 0.04165 is, we don't have any moment at either B or C, hence we stop the iteration and just add everything. 16.667. Yes, then CE 4.167 minus 20.834. Now I said that the joint C is a hinged joint, that is partially hinged. Wherever you have partially hinged, if all the moments are added, it should be 0, isn't it? How many members are here? CE, CB and CD. So you have to add all 3 moments, it will be 0. If at joint B, if 2 members are here, then if you add this 2, you will be getting 0. So this is the way it works. And joint DC will be having 27.082. And if you have the joint E here, the half of the load, that is 3.33 by 2 will be transferred here, that is 1.655 will be there, and half of 0.883 is 0.4165. So what is the addition of these two values? What is the value? 2. See, this 2.08 will be the moment at joint E. So you can add a column here if required for better understanding. Add a column here. See, the moment at CE will be going to EC. Half of the 3.33 will go to EC. So it will be 1.665 and half of CE will be what? 0.833 will be 0.4165. If you add that, you will be getting EC. So that is why it is written here. Now you can draw this bending moment diagram. See, at joint A you are not having any support, hence it is 0. At joint B you got 20 kilonewton, and at joint C you got 3 moment. What are they? C to B is what? 16 point, it is written here 16.667, and next value is 20.833. Everything should be a straight line. And what is C to E? C to E is 4.167. So it is plus or minus. You can take it as positive and this as negative. At DC you got 27. So all the joints is being connected here. And what is this arc? This is the UDL, moment of UDL. You can draw inward or either outward. So here it is written in terms of inward. So you can write as our way. You can write it as outward. So what will be the answer? WL square by 8. W is 20 into 3 square divided by 8. What is the answer? 20 into 3 square divided by 8. 22.5. This is the answer. So you can draw it upward. And you have a point load. So what is the formula for finding the positive bending moment when you have point load? WL by 4. You can use that. you can write either in top or in bottom. See, if you are referring certain books, they will follow different methodology. Do not get confused. See, some students came with the assignment answer by referring with these certain books. See, certain book have certain following application. They can either take bottom, or whatever we have done earlier is we have taken the convex shape, that is upward. So in some book they would have written downward. Both are okay, but do not confuse. If you are following upward direction, follow upward direction only throughout all your process. Do not mix with that. This is the shear force diagram. Split all the sections A to B. Split it, write the moment. You will be having moment at both the sides and find the reaction. You have to find RB and RC. So you have to split this section and write the moment, find the reaction, and after finding the reaction you have to find the shear force. So you can try it by yourself. You can take down the final values. You will be getting 1, 2, 3. There are 3 number of sections. You have to split the 3 number of section and try it.